testing, is this thing out? It's out. Hey, beautiful people. My name is Sydney Shanae, and I went from graduating with a bachelor's in fashion design to working in the entertainment industry as a seamstress for iconic productions like Cirque du Soleil, Beachella, then to becoming a flight attendant for the last few years and traveling the world on a daily basis. But lately, I have been craving to be creative again. So I decided to make about 90% of my spring summer wardrobe. I'm turning 35 this year and I want my wardrobe to give timeless, sophisticated baddie. And I've been out of practice for a while when it comes to sewing and pattern making. So join me in this series as I knock the dust off my sewing machine and create pieces that are easy to travel with and also reflect my elevation. So the very first thing that I did in creating my entire spring summer wardrobe was organize. So I went over to Pinterest and I created a board and put some looks together that I actually wanted to recreate, some items that I wanted to make, and then some items that just the vibe that I like, you know. So I put all that together. Then I went on Etsy and purchased some patterns. Now I'm going to include all of the pattern makers that I use, all of the Etsy shop sellers who I purchased patterns from. Of course, I'll be creating some patterns myself. And then I went over to Notion. Now there is a YouTuber who makes sewing videos. I can't recall her name right now, but I'm going to add her name somewhere in this video. She used Notion to organize her sewing projects, and I said, you know what, let me give Notion a try because I've never used Notion. I always just use my notes, which is okay in Apple, but it's not as in-depth as Notion. This ain't sponsored or anything like that. This is my very first time using Notion. I have like just the basic free profile. And I absolutely love it. I actually downloaded Notion on my iPad as well and took it to the fabric store with me just so I could stay on track and I didn't go over budget. Now, my very first visit to the fabric store, I wanted to spend, my budget was $100. I have about 7 projects in total for my spring summer wardrobe. I have 7 projects so far that I'm starting with, and in this video I'll be making projects 1 through 3. So I went to the fabric store to get fabric for projects 1 through 3, and I only spent $67, which was fantastic. And I attribute most of my savings to staying on track with Notion, having it like right there in my hands to make sure I didn't do too much. Like, so I absolutely love me some Notion. Now, my absolute favorite fabric store is Fine Fabrics in Jonesboro, Georgia. Okay, this is what I decided on so far for the A-line dress, the halter top, and just the open back top. So I'm just gonna do white for the open back, black for the halter dress with the, you know, ties around the back and the top, and then the striped fabric for, if you can see that, striped fabric for the A-line dress. So I'm gonna keep it simple, and then as I go along, of course I want to make multiple pieces of the same garment, so I'll just come back, or wherever I find some fabric that I like, then I'll just grab it in. Now, the very first project I'm going to sew is project number 2. Now, I have 2 variations of project number 2, but I'm only going to sew the first variation. Now, the second variation has a side cutout. I'll insert a photo, but a side cutout and some bead work on the side. Now, I have to alter the pattern for that one. I'll probably end up creating my own pattern for that one, but later on. Anyways, so I'm going to sew a pattern from Vicky Sews. Now, I'm going to give Vicky Sews a 10 out of 10 from marketing, from easy instructions. Just love Vicky Sews. She's probably my #1 Etsy pattern seller. But anyway, I'm going to sew the A-line dress with just this striped fabric right here. I have a thing for striped fabric, but I'm going to start with this one, and I'll sew a little bit and then I'll come back and give you an update. Okay, I'm back. And project 2 is officially complete. Now I'm gonna have to make this dress in a few other colors, especially in black. I need this in a little black dress. It's very simple, but when I accessorize and stuff, y'all, she's gonna give. Anywho, without further ado, I know y'all probably like, girl, that's basic, but when I tell you in person, it looks so freaking good. Look how it just hugs. It fits me so very well. It really does. Hold on, let me put some heels on so you can see what it look like with heels on. Wait a minute. Cause growl. Okay. I stepped back too far, but this is what it's giving, y'all. I actually adore this little dress. It's very cute. Show a little leg. Let me see if I can dance in this. Hey. Yes, very much so. Cutesy. Now, there is one thing I'm going to call out about this pattern is that if it's your very first time sewing the neckline and armhole facing like all together, if it's connected, the instructions from Vicky Sews really isn't in depth as I would like for it to be, especially if it's your first time for first timers. But I do recommend, I'm going to recommend a YouTuber. I'm going to put her name somewhere in here. She has a very in-depth breakdown. She has 2 different methods on how to attach I'm out of breath, girl. Give me a minute. Whew, okay, I'm back. But anyway, very in-depth video. She's phenomenal with the 2 different methods. I would suggest following her when you come, if you decide to purchase this pattern and you get to the neck and armhole facing part, you will definitely want to use her video as a guide instead of the instructions from Vicky Sews if you are a beginner and you're unfamiliar with how to sew those 2 things. But I love it, y'all. I know you may not see the vibe, the vision and the vibe from this video, but when I tell you, like, it's super, super cute. I love a little mini dress, like, and when I add my little sunnies, my handbag, my jewelry, like some cute shoes, like, girl, yeah, I'm outside this summer, like, for real. Look at this, very cute. Anywho, all right, on to the next project. Now I'm going to start on project number 2. And yes, indeed, I am going to use another Vicky Sews pattern. Honey, she's that girl. Okay? Anywho, I'm going to use her halter top dress pattern. And I'm going to use these 2 fabrics. This one is a very subtle print. Now you can see that. And then this one is burgundy. Now I know in my fabric shopping video, I said I was going to go with just black. But of course, the images that Vicky Sews used, she used burgundy fabric with that dress, and I just love how that looked, and I feel like I can really rock that this summer, and it goes along with the color scheme that I chose for this summer. So let's go and get started, babes. All right, y'all already know how I feel about my girl Vicky Sews. This is the Julia dress, and I feel the same way about her patterns as I always do. It's easy to follow, like I love it, but let me get into it real quick. Y'all, look how freaking adorable this is. Like, it fits so well. The party is in the back. Like, it's so freaking cute. It's so cute. Hold on, let me put some sunglasses on so you can like really see the vibe that I'm kind of going with. Can you see that? Dang it, I wish I could show you like a full body type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So you can see the full thing. But y'all get the picture though. You know, with a cute little handbag. Let me see if I got one. Got my little long strap. But you, like, girl, where am I going with this? Y'all tell me in the comments. Like, is it giving US Open, or is it giving like date day or a girl's day? Like, but y'all, no matter the occasion, like, she's going to be super cute. Like, look at it. Oh yeah, of course, you know, I made it in burgundy too, so I'm gonna show you what the burgundy one looks like. It's still very much stunning. Look at this. Hold on, let me swap it out. Let me swap. Girl. Right, and this is what burgundy is looking like. Love, 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 honey. Oh yeah. Girl. Like this is super cute. I feel like I can wear this so many different ways. Like absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning. Now in this third and final project, I'll be sewing an open back like sleeveless top. I'll show you a little image right here. Now this is my first time using this Etsy seller. Her name is Rosie's Patterns, and I'll let you know what I think about her patterns. So far it seems okay. You know, it was easy for me to read as far as like the notions and the fabric, like how much fabric I needed and all that stuff. And I'm just gonna make it in white. I need a simple, cute white top, so I might as well just start with this. And I felt like it was something easy for me to do to test out this Etsy seller. So let's get into it, babes. All right, she's back with the Seda top from what's her name? Shoot. Rose's Patterns. Sorry, Rose's Patterns, girl. I'm sorry. But the top name is Seda. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and give my rating. I'm going to give my girl an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give her 8.5 out of 10. Now, I made the top twice. This is the first one I made, and it's on me because I definitely should have chosen a different fabric. So I had to layer it up. I had to do a facing for the top too. So the white one took me a little bit longer. I give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I don't mind like illustrations of how to sew something, and her directions were really good, but I just find that I enjoy seeing them sew the garment with me, especially if I was a beginner and I didn't understand. I would follow along a lot better if it was like an actual garment rather than an illustration. And similar to if you purchase a Vicky, so I'm gonna gas my girl Vicky up. If you've seen a Vicky Sews pattern, she is sewing the garments with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's actual images rather than an illustration. That's my only call out. Other than that, sister, I will be buying from you again. I'm gonna give my girl an 8.5 out of 10, which is phenomenal to me. Okay. I already purchased a few from her, a few more from her, but let me start that. Yeah. And I'm gonna let y'all see. Okay, so I did jazz it up just a little bit. Can y'all see? Hold on. I'm gonna step all the way back. Can y'all see this? I'm gonna just show you the outfit. This is the vibe. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get more into the top, okay? Huh. Hello? Girl. This is super, super cute. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for. Like I said, I made it twice. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, go ahead and buy the Seda top pattern from Vicky's Patterns. Like, look at the back. Yeah, I'm in love with this actually. I'm in love. Like the back just elevated it so much more. Like I can't wait to get my handbag. Y'all see my little pants? Like, girl, hold on, let me step back. Can y'all see me? She's giving that. She's really giving that. I love it. Okay, now I know I said I was only making this top in white, but I had some more of that burgundy fabric from the Vicky Soles dress that I made. I had some of that fabric left over, so I was like, why not just make another top, y'all? I'm glad I did, because babes, hello? Hello? Girl, this is just too freaking cute. This is just too cute. Like, even with my little sandals, like these pants, like, y'all get the vibes. Y'all get the vibes. Like, y'all see where I'm going. She's there. She's arrived, actually. Yeah, this is cute. Yeah. Super, super cute. I am so freaking pleased with everything that I made. I feel like all of the items are versatile. Like I will be wearing them out. Now, like I said, this is part one. I have a few more items that I need to make custom patterns for. So I'll be filming that. But then also I did purchase a few more patterns off of Etsy. So I'll be making all of those items because y'all, let me show you all this fabric that I have, that I already have. So I am going to force myself to use all of the fabric that I have here. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. It's a whole bunch of linen fabric too. So I have linen fabric in this beautiful bright yellow color, this like dull navy color, which I still really like, and then this peach color. What else? I have a few different knit fabrics. And I have this beautiful like chocolate knit fabric. I bought a like cute little knit dress pattern from I don't want to get a name wrong. Rosie's Patterns, Lord Jesus. From Rosie's Patterns. And it's the Carrie Bradshaw dress, newspaper dress. If you go on her website, it's that one. So it's like a cute little slinky little dress, but I plan on making that in that chocolate right there. So I can't wait. Y'all, it's all coming together. Like I said on my Pinterest board, I wasn't making like literally those garments, like 100% of those garments, but it was more of the vibe. More of the vibe. Now, some of those items, like I said, I am going to make, but also, I want to get some feedback from y'all. Like, I really didn't show much of me sewing these items because I feel like with patterns, it's easy to follow. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was no sense, I feel like, in sewing a step by step when they have instructions. So, I don't know, but I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think of it. I will be showing it step by step for me making my own patterns, but y'all let me know if you want me to incorporate more of me sewing in these videos or if me just showing you the final product, like my process, what I'm making, like my reviews, like what exactly is it okay the way it is, or what exactly would you guys like to see from me in these videos? Like I said, this is my first one, y'all. I really enjoy doing this. I can't wait to share more, and I'll see you in part 2. Thank y'all. All right, see you in my next one.